Hey New City, and welcome back to the $5 Gift Club, where we believe that through small amounts, we can make a big impact. This month, I was able to sit down with Monica Kearney, who is the Executive Director of a local nonprofit, Safe Space. Safe Space looks to come alongside families and children affected by domestic abuse, and they are doing incredible work within our community. We cannot wait to show you how your generosity made an impact this month. So I'm sitting here with my new friend, Monica. I heard Monica speak at a conference a few weeks ago, and it was inspiring. It was incredible, the things that you were able to share. And so we wanted to have a conversation today to encourage you with the work that's being done through Safe Space, which you are the executive director of.
Yes.
And so I don't want to spoil anything, but let's just jump right into it. Monica, who are you, and why do you do what you do?
I am the director of Safe Space. I've been at Safe Space since 2013. Started as an intern.
Okay.
Was a stay-at-home mom for 2 years and was getting my master's degree in social work from University of New England and needed to do an internship. I think within about 6 months, I was part-time as an advocate at the organization, and then the executive director retired. And they came to me and said, "Don't you want this job?"
So how long were you there?
A year.
So you went from an intern to the executive director in 1 year.
In a year.
But man, don't we see now everything that you've been able to do? But
yes.
But why did you get into that kind of work? Because what does Safe Space do, and then why did you get involved?
So we are a domestic violence and sexual assault service agency. Yeah. And so that spoke to me because I lost an aunt when I was 16 to a domestic violence homicide. Also being an incest survivor, I've always wanted to use my story as a platform to help other girls and women who experience what I've experienced being an adult survivor of childhood sexual abuse. I was taught that if you destroy the family, that you destroy society. And we certainly see some of that happening with all the violence. But what has always been most concerning to me is how can I say I love you and bring harm to you? Yeah. Intentional harm.
Yeah.
So we look at aspects of power and control, and we teach the community through the church, schools, and different other entities in our community what love is, why it shouldn't hurt, and what healthy relationships are.
Yeah.
So Safe Space our mission is to reduce sexual assault and domestic violence that occurs in Franklin County and adjacent communities.
So what are some the numbers, the percentages of what you are working with in Franklin County when it comes to single parent homes, violence? What does that look like? What is your context?
We see that since 2005, we've had 15 domestic violence homicides. So with a population of 66,000 people, and then our national data that teaches us that 1 in 5 women and 1 in 7 men experience some form of domestic violence. That to me causes me to say this is a public health issue that we have to address, not just on the individual level, but also as a full community. So when we're looking at 58% of our kids in Franklin County experiencing and having substantiated by Child Protective Services that they are abused or neglected, that speaks volumes, because we know that violence is a learned behavior, and that type of trauma will manifest itself 10, 15 years down the road, and we'll have a new set of victims and a new set of perpetrators.
Man, so what are some of the resources that you're able to provide at Safe Space? What does it look like for someone who calls you right now and says, I need help?
Absolutely. So we have a 24-hour crisis hotline, 7 days a week, 365 a year. A live person answers that phone. We do safety planning. Safety planning entails helping individuals understand what to do when physical violence occurs.
Yeah.
The most dangerous time for victims is when they're trying to leave. So you have to plan. We also do primary prevention, where we're in our schools, in our youth groups in our community, offering tools and resources and evidence-based strategies that teach kids how to be in healthy relationships.
Yeah.
One of our biggest resources is our shelter program, and that is for victims who are fleeing domestic violence and at risk for homicide, or they just need to get away from that abusive relationship. It's 13 beds, and we serve last year we served 55 people in shelter. And this year we're probably running on about 100.
I said it before, and obviously people listening to this, the work you are doing is encouraging. It's inspiring. It's something that I think any of us would want to get behind, even though we don't see it, okay? Domestic violence might not be in our forefronts. It might not be something we see every day. We know it's happening.
Absolutely.
And so we wanted you to share this message, share this story with us, but also we have something here called the $5 Gift Club. So before we go any further, I do have a check.
Oh, God.
It's $324 to help with that emergency fund.
Oh, wow.
Because here at New City Church, we invite everybody in the congregation to give an additional $5 or $10 if they're a couple to this organization so that it goes to a local family, nonprofit, or ministry outside of the church. And so as much as we wanted to hear your story, and we did because it's encouraging, we also want to say we are with you. We want to help you because we believe in what you are doing. You are doing God's work, and we fully believe that.
Absolutely.
And so that is for you. Thank you for what you are doing.
Yes.
Thank you for what you are doing.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you guys for having me so much.
Of course.